It's time to do Abyss and Theater, I suppose. I'm sleepy. Bit of a headache, honestly, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Alright. Just think about it. Okay. What do you have? That's right. Daily. Big thing is, I have fought this machine enough times that I don't need to do it again, really. So instead, I am fighting this thing a few more times. So this is the boss that Skirk is going to use. And we have 30 at the moment. And I need to get to 40 because 6 will come from requests. And then I won't need any ever again, I'm pretty sure, which is kind of crazy. Because Genshin and Shaska and Skirk are all going to use those. And not since launch have we ever gotten a boss that more than 3 characters have the absolute maximum of use. So, do not imagine we would get any more. Okay, alright. Oh my goodness. Okay. Not expecting that. And let us Ivan Rain. Cool. Nice. Ah. So unpredictable. And I'll be fighting that thing for... Oh, and Abyss too. Let's see. That is one of them. If we get a 4, then I only need to do 2 more runs. And that is actually a pretty good circlet, as far as things go. That said, it's been a long time since we've had characters actually really use it. Yeah, not since Samira, really. Which makes some sense. Nation of EM. And dodge out of the way of that. And, okay. Stay out of the way of that. And the EM buff didn't do a thing for me. Of course, and... Okay, come on. Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, unpleasant. Thank you. And... let's see if we can break the shield down before we get smacked. And... yeah, it only took way too much. Okay. Yeah, doing that without Night Soul is difficult, but at least get a lot of rapid elemental hits with the characters we're using. Even so, it's gonna be nice to fight this thing with Kinich in Abyss. Especially since it has been some time since it was really useful for me. Also not good. Gonna have to throw some stuff in Strongbox, I think. And I think I'll be going for probably iridescent pieces for Evo, most likely. Okay. This is either last or second to last for the run, and then the real question is what I'm going to do for the rest of the patch. Which probably, honestly... Come on. Not doing damage nearly fast enough to make this shield totally go away. Oh well. Come on. And when is the... oh, parfaits are gone. Annoying. And there we go. Ooh, we actually barely survived. Okay. Get this back on the field. Everything back down, and look for a 4. See what happens. Yep, there we go. Ah. The buff actually went away. Well, the shred actually went away, that is. Okay, and make it a 4. Oh, lame. Whatever. So, one more quick run. Yeah. And the question is what I'll do after. There are a few more bosses. I have been on a run of trying to basically get all the boss mats I'll ever need, so I can forget about that except for new characters. And it's Wenu and the Baptist from Mika and Kirara, respectively, and then Eon Blight, gotta get a few more for New, who of course I don't have yet, but hopefully will eventually. Let's see what happens. And there we go, and oh my goodness, dumb, lame. And, okay, cool. So away of that, and able to keep it still and dodge that pretty nicely. Thank you. There we are. So it kept going with its attack string and did not turn back into its base Papal form. Put its shield up, and now we're gonna have an overage of 2 once we get the 6th room. Skirk's story quest, but what are you gonna do? Okay, cool. Yeah, I fought the airflow accumulator a bunch of times from Dahlia. Okay. Now, run a few more dailies and then Abyss and Theater. Couple, I think I'll be able to run Aoife's challenge. I mean, Dia's challenge, but it has to be a... damage built Dia, which to be fair just means putting an emblem set on her. Having C1 makes a huge difference in terms of her damage, so it shouldn't be much of an issue, but still have to do some fiddling around. Probably I should be able to make it work with Xiangling's emblem set. That's a pyro-oriented emblem set that I've got, but we'll see what happens. Come on. And thank you. Cool. And cool. Nice. Over here, and the tracking is way less than I would like. Oh well. That really is the main annoying aspect of this kit. Short range, and the fact that Arla doesn't have all that short range because she's using a polearm and got that scythe with a bit of pulling. Yeah, I'm still the only character who has any kind of pulling effect just on their base normals. Yeah, it makes sense for this side. I wonder if they're going to do that with more characters. I imagine if they gave more characters some sort of scythe alteration on their attacks, that would make sense, but Hello, how are you doing? About to do Abyss. Kinich is good in this Abyss. This Abyss is actually a Kinich shilling Abyss. So, he'll get to come out to play for the first time in a while, which is fun for me. Okay. Yeah. After dailies get done. I now have all the boss mats I need to farm for Skirk and... Ooh, okay. Come on. For Skirk and Dahlia. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Again, gonna see what I get off of Inazuma Chronicle to determine whether or not I go for Skirk's weapon. Because that also determines how to build her artifacts, because she wants damage bonus if you don't have her signature, and attack percent if you do. Usually... Let me check here. And where are they sending us? This time... And no more commission-related achievements in Nala. Not a lot of new commissions, really. Again, they don't have any commissions outside the 5.0 Nala area. They didn't add any to 5.1 or 5.3, I mean, 5.1 or 5.5 areas, which is kind of crazy. It is what it is. Oh, ouch. Let's see, and what time? 17. We're so close to it. We're just barely out of time. Dumb. Right at sunset. Like one of those Lego arms, or... Let's see. Okay. Don't need to save that. Okay. Let me collect that, and that's going to be that part. Oh, and that's right. I do have one single blue fate. Sad. And... did he have knockoff Legos or something? Or were you just playing with the pigs? Okay, and... should start stealing. Okay. So now... make sure we've just got the teams all together. Keenage. Everything's good. Shaker Bennett needs. Emily got deathmatch? No. Who's got deathmatch? Shavy, because we were shuffling things around. Okay. And then last is Dia, who needs... hopefully she has Zac. Yeah, she needs Zac on this team. Got Deepwood, that's good. Kind of scuffed. Okay, cool. I guess I hate Italians. I actually have a bit of a headache, because yesterday was the birthday of one of my boys, so we went to an amusement park, and I'm too old for roller coasters at this point, so I was just getting jostled around, and now I might have mild CTE. Maybe. Let's see. Should be fine. And, yep. This is decent. So let's see, once I don't use the... Keenage has some AoE. Do you want me to hate you? Metal skill, shockwave, reaches 3. Thank you, like I said, we were outside in the hot sun the entire time, and I got jostled around a bit. He had fun, and I'm glad he had fun, but I'm a little jostled around. Okay. Let me see here. And Dia first, or Emily first, or... yeah, whatever. And Dia, and it's easier to sustain Emily's in terms of duration, so... okay. And... you know, this is why I don't like talking about good things happening to me, because it makes people feel bad. I also don't like talking about bad things happening to me, because it makes people feel bad. So... okay. Got that going. Tick is going. Let's see here, and never mind. Shoot, how many more shots do we get? Should have one more, and the skill shots alone did it. Those shockwaves are strong on these lower floors. Okay, and there we go. Freeze you. Oh, it still went through. The delay on that is unfortunate. Whatever. I went full energy on this one, though to be fair, a lot of it is that Emily is competing with Escoffier for that deathmatch. Let's pretend I didn't say anything and just talk about the video game. Okay, and... yep, thank you. And, we're outside of the Bennett circle, whatever. Got one. Keep on going. We don't need the burst this time. Yeah, this Abyss is not bad at all. It's been a while since Keenage has been useful or relevant. When Papal came out, before I really had Shaska built, it worked quite well. But it's been interesting. I have been running... who is... okay. I've been running a lot of... Forgotten Land Ultimate Cup Z runs, just max level Toy Hammer, Deep Sleep Boost to get rare stones. I might have mentioned this before, maybe to you, maybe not, but I Want to get every single ability variant, even the base forms, up to +* upgrade in Forgotten Land, and then try to give every single one a bit of use when I do the Switch 2 DLC, hopefully. See how that ends up happening in practice, but main thing is, and that's kind of a waste. Okay. And keep on going. I actually have a controller that I've been using that's gotten really worn down in terms of the sticks. And I got some joypad rubber covers to hopefully make it last longer. The issue is that the joystick's so worn down that there's a lot of space in between the stick and the cover because the joystick has been physically reduced in size so much. But I have... Well, I actually got a new controller. And I have another rubber that I'm going to replace it with. It's that I tried the joystick pad cover today. And I was sort of, you know, I'm going to go and open up the controller, get that fixed, but not right now. Because I was already in the middle of a run. And it was sort of, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. But it did cause some annoying blunders, so... I'll open up the controller between now and Sunday, at least, so that when I play Fantasy Life, I'll probably just use the new controller for Fantasy Life. But either way, it's nice to have a spare in case I need to play something with somebody else who is also going to be using a controller. Abyss. Yeah, I am very glad that they are not actively shilling Mavica right now. Because when I ran Mavica Abysses, I just knew if I didn't have Mavica, I would not be 36 starring. And it was a bad feeling. Main thing for me is... It was that one Abyss that they were kind of shilling Rithesli, kinda. I don't know why they did, because I don't think he was even on banner. But they... Oh... And we got that. I thought for a second we might not have had enough energy. I have a very high ER Bennett build, and it still isn't enough all the time. It's so dumb. But, as I was saying, it boosted... Oh... Cryo charge attack damage. And it worked for just Rithesli, and to be fair, Rithesli's charge attacks are even if you've got cons, and I don't. An incredibly minor part of his actual DPS. It was really, really silly. But even in spite of all that, the only way I was able to do it, and I tried using Ganyu, Melt Ganyu actually, with Mavica, just to be funny, because her damage is mostly going to be, it's almost all going to be charge attack, cryo damage, and it just wasn't all that good. Though to be fair, Ganyu has been incredibly power crept, even with Escoffier. She's just not good. It sucks. It's sad to say, but she just isn't really good anymore. But... I just had to break out Mavica Premium, even though it didn't use the benefit at all. And that was what worked for me. And it was honestly rather sad. Big thing is... Oh, goodness. I used Navia for the last Abyss last weekend. And it was tough. Because Navia is also just not all that good. But she's at least newer and somewhat usable. But it was still... kind of like pulling teeth, because her damage just isn't all that good. Power creep... It makes me sad that we've actually started getting real power creep, so to speak, and yeah, preempt that summon. Though, I think after Mavica was when things really were undeniably power creep. Because when Night Soul first came out, there was still, and I think this is how they originally intended to do it, and particularly because of the end of the cutscene in 5.1 where Mavica gives everyone there a red Night Soul aura. I think they originally wanted Mavica to be a sort of Night Soul Furina to let everyone use Obsidian in the same way that Furina let everyone use Marshall Saint. And I think that would have been a lot better for the long-term health of the game. But it's also... You know, some people who are quote-unquote behind-the-scenes leakers... I have a C1 Huta that I wasn't actually particularly trying to get. I do enjoy running her every now and then, but it's been a while since I have. But it... Oh. And just because Hoyo has made 5 billion games and spreading themselves so thin, this game is also just not the only high-quality gacha game in existence anymore. But just in general, they have focused a lot more on getting more money from a smaller audience rather than appealing to a wide array of people, which, again, is kind of necessary in some senses, but power creep is part of that. You don't want people to save, you want people to roll. And now, this is going to be Kinich, same as, kind of the same. Tenebrous Mimesis, okay, that's gotta be Kinich. So that means, yeah, we're going to be using Escoffier team on the first half then. We got Numa and Numa, so Escoffier, Fioretta, and Rathazloid being Usi is going to work quite well. Full inverted Hydro, that's good. Okay, and Night Soul damage from Kinich, so hopefully we can kill it before it lets its shield up. We'll see what happens. Okay, yeah, and you see, I don't know actually, because the enemies are spread out enough, and the one thing about running Ayaka with Escoffier is that you have to sacrifice any kind of crowd control. That hurts Ayaka a lot. That said, yeah, exactly, you can't play that much spreadsheet impact with that team. But that said, it's very plain that Escoffier is meant to allow Skirk to power creep Ayaka in the sense that Skirk also doesn't have crowd control, but she doesn't need it because she's not based on a burst. Moves slowly, stays in one place, needs a mostly stationary enemy, she moves around and uses normals. Well, she can also be a burst nuker, but I don't know, they haven't spreadsheeted that out enough yet, honestly. But it's nice to be able to use Emily again, they are joined at the hip. And then also Dia, of course, as their sustain, and also Deepwood user, because I do not want to be running 5 million energy recharge Xiangling. But what am I gonna do? Gonna put you in. Oh yeah, I have a minor headache, because I was out with a friend and had to ride some roller coasters yesterday, and I think I have mild CTE. I hate being old. But as I was saying, and we can freeze both of you, thank you. Hit, and we can freeze you for fast enough, which is nice. No aura up, just keep moving in circles. And punch on through, and crush them. Very nice. Cool. Yeah, permit. And I don't think they managed to do any damage. Any damage to... Yeah, nothing at all. We were at 100 there. Impressive. And you're gonna hit me, or you're gonna hit... Yep, you're gonna try to hit me. Yep, fast, and... out of the way of you, and well, okay. Another one, whatever. Let's get you closer at least. Light to me, and now you aimed at it, and oh, that is shredding that down. Unfortunate. And, oh, shoot. There we are. Good stuff. All those skill hits. Next chamber. Might have some energy issues. Shouldn't be a problem. This is a 411 chamber too. Time is not a problem. Okay, and let's freeze you. Yep. This is fine for Ayaka, though to be fair, these chambers at least, since Skirk isn't out yet, won't need to be using Ayaka freeze specifically. Oh my goodness, I screwed that up. Whatever. For the specific reason that since Skirk isn't out yet, so we have some more stationary enemies. Cool, there we go. Nice. Yeah, we can just toss that burst out. There we go. And... step away, and get the burning down. Thank you. And... only so much. Come on. And... burn down, burn down. Yeah, well, I'll keep that case going, I guess. Thanks, but... oh, it's gonna be so far away from the next one. Okay, and... oh, you! Oh, we actually hit, though. That's impressive. No fire, though. Whatever. What are you gonna do? And... thanks. Hit, and... there we are. No skill spiker needed, no damage taken. Okay. But again, they have to milk the players who are left so much more now that there are just fewer players, and we got everyone with that single little bit of Usia. Very nice. And, oh, but we didn't get the healing on that. That was a total screw up. Whatever. And, cool. And now we can freeze you. Come on. Yeah, easy enough. Boom. Again, it's sort of, do we go for the Skirk weapon? Do we not? Do we save for more stuff? For Node Cry? Varka, if he even is going to be playable? God knows. Okay, and 1, 2. Drain that energy, and in the shield, and oh, nice. Yep, very weak, early phase, and Genki. Let's actually just hold this. See how long we can. Oh no. Damage. Dumb. Whatever. And dodge. Hit. And skill. We got the. And let's actually do it just like that. Nice. Ooh. Come on. Dodge. Very good. And. Yep. Not as much energy as we'd like it. Oh, you're kidding. And I missed with that. It's so stupid when that happens. So we weren't close enough to lock on. Dumb. And thank you. And oops. Okay. At least the skill is working, but you move around way too much for what you do. Boom. That was the only second phase shot we got off. Lame. The way this, it's got the statue, and that is Kinich. For certain. Lava Dragon statue. Numa. Here we are. Shinha, Escoffier, Rethesli. And you. Okay. Thank you. Energy recharge would be quite nice here, honestly. Go. Freeze you. Prevent you from. Well, that actually came out, but what are you gonna do? That hit the stupid gator. And boom. Thank you. Go for that flat damage. Very nice. Cool. And okay, whatever. Thank you. And keep you frozen, and thanks. Get rid of you. Right through that bottle life, and let's see if we can keep both of you frozen. I'm not really all that well. Oh goodness. This chamber is gonna hurt a little. Whatever. And oh, energy issues. Good thing we got multi-fab, but again, what are you going to do? Freeze and knock to the ground. Oh, fall damage is annoying. Thanks. That did do some nice fall damage, but yeah, this is purely single target. Whatever, go for it. Thank you. Cool. And hit. Out of the way of that garbage. Cool. And one of you gone. Thanks. It's out of the way, and boom. Die. Hopefully we should be able to take this other chamber down nice and quick. Thank you. Yep, keep that burning up. And dodge. You and yep. Cool. Boom. Shoot and shoot. Overburn. Nice. No, actually not quite yet. And here we are. Oh, what is up with particle gen on Steam? Whatever. And shoot. 1, 2, and shoot. 1, 2, shoot. 1, 2, shoot. Well, what are you going to do? And hit. We have more than enough time still in the hitting. And shoot. 1, 2, shoot. 1, 2, shoot, and there we are. Whenever you got that ready, we want that ready. Okay, and damage we deal with that overburn. Cool. Thanks, stick it away, and shoot, and one more, and there we are. Tough. Even with Earthshaker, even with all this, that HP is just so high. Skill damage is going to be good for pretty much everyone here, and very nice. Not all that necessary, but hey, fun. Thank you, and cool. And you know what? Sure. Just for the Usia. Not all that important, but fun. Cool. And here we are. We got our energy. Cool. Push out this way, and no freeze, but that is fine. Keep on punching. And dodge. And dodge. Hit and and that is less than ideal though, and freeze. Nice. And you down to basically half HP, and now we have this garbage. Annoying. It's the energy that really gets to me. And come on. Thanks. We don't have as much time as we might like for the second round. No, and yeah, what is up with this? Oh, you're hitting the wrong thing. Dumb. Hopefully, Kinich is going to be able to deal with the next half, but it is very plain that in all of these stationary enemies, under the expectation we're going to use Ayaka and then no Ayaka, so damage is a bit less powerful than we might like. At least these Papalas are going to be, my Nisis are going to go down pretty easily to what we got here with Kinich, and one, shoot, one, shoot, and shoot. Very nice. More of these, and we got our fire kinda going. One, two, and oh my goodness. Come on. Not nearly as many particles as we might like. Okay, and probably trying to get a bit more for, and annoying and dumb. Okay, and stay here. We'll back up, funnel for next chamber, and there we are. Emily did it herself. Final chamber. And nice. Let's pick some of this up. It's barely not at 22. Here we go, and freeze. And how about you? Well, we can just get behind you, can't we? Yeah, sure. Well, to the side of that anyway. Didn't really matter. Thank you. And really nice. And cool. Freeze you, so we can get all the burst off these. Thank you. Good stuff. And cool. Thank you. And just punch you down before the shield gets up. We will do even better. Thank you. What the hell? You're kidding. That was actually the worst possible outcome. Whatever. If you were gonna put the shield down and we couldn't do anything about it, I would at least prefer it. What the hell? And it seems like there is just some randomness as to whether the application actually maintains a permafreeze or not on it. But what are you gonna do? Again, also not having deathmatch on Escoffier hits my damage a bit. It might have honestly been better to have deathmatch on Escoffier and maybe Fav on Emily, just to try to ensure that... Thank you. Thank you. And we'll be right there. Nice freeze. The damage might be enough to take it down before it does anything. So it does get this going pretty much as soon as possible. If we keep your freeze going, I hate you. Yeah, we would have been able to get that going if we had had... Oh, I'm so dumb. What the hell? Cool. And there we are. Oh. If we had had Escoffion deathmatch. We just barely missed that damage window. Reduced her damage to pretty crazy amounts. And yeah, 10 versus Pathwash, sure. Cool. And just like that. Thank you. Keep that shield up. No need to go for the Scale Spiker. It won't be any better. Thanks. Cool. There we are. We even got another one out. Very good. Yeah, something is up with the energy, and it is maybe just the teams I'm running. It's definitely just the teams I'm running. And we miss. Dumb. That is the thing about Kingage. If you miss, you've missed. 1, 2. That speed is not always ideal if you're bad. Thanks, and... Yep. Let's get away of that. And... Cool. And the Flick Tech is quite fun. We even got another one off. Cool. And... Zoop. Don't need to worry about that damage when it's attacking. And 1, 2. Should be one more. 2 more. Shoot. There we are. Thank you. Wouldn't call that effortless, but it wasn't too bad. Guess it's time for theater. And of course, collecting rewards. So that is 5 rolls. We got 151, save it up. Converting these is tough, but that'd be 26 more. Then, got 1 on standard. Let me just toss that real quick. Take me to 23. Cool. Alright. And yeah, nothing. That's okay. Cool. And next up then is theater. That's right, I did boost up Kaveh a bit for this, though to be fair, I'm not sure how much it'll get used, if at all. Okay. Some trash artifacts over here, and that could be some pieces. Let's just check that out and see if we get anything. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. So then, of course, it means his set is not fully leveled. Doesn't make much difference, especially since without Nilu, he is basically useless, and even then, honestly, still kind of useless. Oh well. Crit rate to trigger Fab, yeah, that's about it. Okay. So, let's see if any of these are any good. I am not holding my breath. No. No. And, yeah, not that good. I'll keep it. I throw away too many crit pieces, honestly, but it's not that good. Okay. So, oh, we can get a fortune slip for the season. That's right. Come on. Oh. Season fortune slip. Cover the flat bread with delicious mushrooms, cheese, and vegetables, and then roast it. The heated cheese can be pulled into long, thin threads, which makes for addictive bites. The fresh shrooms and crisp vegetables shall tread upon the path of cheese, hand in hand, and dance on the tip of your tongue. On set Gourmet Anthology 1, Mushroom Pizza. Hold regret and sorrow within oneself, this unspeakable agony to roast your very soul. Just as mushroom pizza must go through the flames to become as fragrant as it is, persist resolutely in your path. One day that hard work shall become something worthy of dance and song. If you say so. So... Next patch, they're gonna start giving rewards for the stars you get. Hydrocrow and Geo. Silly. Kachina. Silly. Then... always going for Visionary. And this one is... it's the healing one! This is Potatoes. Potatoes. So... Chi-Chi and Siggy. Supporting... don't have Ayaka. Can't do much there, huh? Siggy... you're Garbo. Damage Charlotte? That's so silly. Yep, all this is trash, but that's okay. Gave her Amanoma. Wonder what they gave everyone. Just pure HP and recharge. And the catch. Sack Jade, yeah, smart. They even gave him Spindle as a trial character, a weapon that you can't get anymore. I mean, of course, I have it, but can't get it anymore. Okay. Then, what do my dudes have? Yeah, let's give you one of the favs. I'll give you the one that's trash, kinda. You don't need... you are going to be there to just take up a slot. Same with you. Okay, Venti. Hutao. Hey, okay. And... oh, make sure you got Fjords. And... Shibanu. That would be fair, but the only thing I can think of is using Kaveh and Shinobu to put together some kind of Hyper Bloom team, which I imagine is the idea behind that. But and then Escoffier for sure. It's characters that are good regardless of what you put on them. Characters who are splashable on teams like this. Yeah. Good stuff. Shionen, Escoffier, Navia. It... hard to say. What am I gonna use on you? Because when I find that thing, I use Navia a decent amount. But it... some kind of Geo team. It... do I put in Noel? Maybe. Sure. Then... not Fremine. He doesn't have the right build for this, because he doesn't really work with Freeze. This is actually quite tough. Dolly will work, Shionen will work. But of course, in your work, you need to be here for healing. You're not all that good here. You're silly. Right, Xingqiao, of course. And then it's two more characters. I mean, Fremine can work pretty much every... he can work. That said... gotta take the stuff, because Skyward Pride sometimes goes with Yoa. Let's take the stuff back from Yoa. It's Yoa Zing. It's a Gladiator's piece, and the rest is Pale Flame. Okay. Gladiator and Pale Flame. So you can remember your set, and one day they'll both have their own sets. Hello, how are you doing? I'm running theater right now. Just got done with Abyss. Got to use Kinich again in Abyss for the first time in a while, which was fun. I missed a few of his shots because I was trying to go for the hold flick tech to make him come out faster, which was not necessary and only caused problems, but you always gotta go for the big hits. Just trying to get everything together, and I'm trying to figure out who the third character to use is gonna be. Shangli is always pretty useful. just a 16th. Honestly, I could be Barbara. We could keep her for the healing. I don't know. More Diona? Just Yua and Fremine are competing for the same pieces, and Fremine honestly uses them better. You know, you can go with Navia. It's not a problem. That said, Navia competes with Noelle for Serpent Spine, and to be honest, I would prefer to have Serpent Spine on Noelle. I imagine they're busy. That's life. As long as they're doing well. See, and... Oh, without a lot of crits. And what are we gonna do? The only other crit Ray Claymore we got is Talking Stick, which is silly and not good. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be such a silly team. Gotta make sure everyone who I'm actually using has a weapon that's serviceable. Recurve, Vorbo, and... I don't know. Energy recharge on... Not all the teams need healing. We can have Escoffier actually have Deathmatch just for damage. That's okay. Really running into just character having the right weapon issues. Take this Favbo. It's a roster check. It is a roster check. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a roster check. Tokabu and... Right. Wolfings and Alhytham, we gotta give that to... Oh, but... Oh, without... I guess we need to keep him on... the stupid pipe. I guess. Because all the other energy weapons are being used by other people. That is unfortunate. And what weapon did I want to... Chiori needs to have Wolfang. So, oh, she doesn't even have Harbinger. She's got Lion's Roar. That's silly. So now everything should be good to go. Wait, Rain Slasher? Oh, because Pedro had the Fab Greatsword when I was experimenting with one of the local legends. Long story. Okay. So now everything should be ready. Siggy can actually apparently get good use out of the current event bow. Or so they say. That said, it doesn't give her as much HP, but allows her to deal some damage with that HP. So it's interesting to consider. Alright, let's go for this. And yep, I don't have Ayaka, so there you go. Frozen Origin. And I need to get about 6 of them. So I really want to go for Siggy and for... It's tough. Siggy and Chi-Chi, maybe just Chi-Chi. I think just Chi-Chi would be enough. For Patapo, because I've got some time to go, but I need that healing. Let's run it, and... Satai's not bad. Chotto Nani. The Cryo Crystal, Cryo Crystal's Boon, Crown Jew and suck those in, not bad. Let's use the simple... I guess we can go for this. Starting Stone Strike, Eugeo. Short Stone Burst. Periodically Unleash. Crit Initial Ice Burst. Ice Short Stone Burst, Stone Crystal Strikes. This depends on crit hits. So obviously it's going to scale better, I imagine, with actual good teams. I don't want to go on that hard right now. Okay, Focus Fire and Numa. Well, let's see how this goes. The only thing we've got now is crystals, so... Let's use Kachina. She's only going to be good for making crystals, so... Albedo actually does good damage, so... Let's run our trash. Just get our trash out of the way. And here we are. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Again, Inazuma Chronicled in about a week and a half, and that's when I'll finally be rolling for Ayaka, probably. And then have her get power cut by Skirk next batch immediately. Oh well. And slam that down, and... Thank you, oh my- What?! Stupid. Stupid Vortex. Stupid Charlotte. Hate you. It's pain and suffering, legitimately. No is in my failure, or no is in the Skirk power creep on Ayaka. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's been about 3+ years, and I haven't gotten Ayaka since she came out after all the hype, and now I'm gonna get her probably, almost certainly, and then after she just becomes useless. Yeah, these are not characters I have built all that well. I am trying to get them out of the way, and I want to go for the hold for the particles. It probably doesn't actually matter, or if I do, I should just put them in first, actually. Not bother with Candace, because what is she doing here? Yeah, okay. Immediately, if we want to go in frame, we do it like this. Cool. And I'm gonna put you down like that, and come on. No crowd control on this is a nightmare. Don't even have that much in the way of damage. Hello! How are you doing? Is that a... Thank you for the follow. How are you? I'm doing Imagineering Theater, and it's interesting. I'm using characters who are kinda crap, honestly. And that's life, I suppose. Ah, as in you're doing theater, or you're having fun? Yeah, this is a trial Ayaka, which is less than ideal, obviously. Thanks, and I think we can make this work. Yeah, I'm just trying to get crap out of the way. Get some crystals. Oh, yeah, nice. I enjoy theater. I enjoy a lot of things in this game. The fact that it is a roster tech works well for me most times because I am a horizontal investor, but sometimes it doesn't. Like now. Okay. Really, what I should be doing is focusing on damage. Ayaka's own damage, keeping cryo on them. That would have been fine, or maybe just getting some crowd control. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for popping in. Also, like I've said before, again, no pressure, but Discord link in the description if you'd like to. Better keep track of when I show up and when I'm busy. We might have to go for Nuve. I'm going to try this one more time, just to see if it works, but I am very ready for this to be a bring out the big guns situation, unfortunately. Okay. Cryo, there just aren't a lot of cryo characters, and that's one of the biggest issues here. This is the trial Ayaka, which of course is going to be crap, but what are you going to do? Okay. It's just, get them out of the way. Thank you, and main issue is just the lack of energy recharge. I think there's a good chance I just need to break out the big guns here, but what are you going to do? It's surprising how much energy we have here. Well, it's Ruin Greater. Ruin Greater's always like that. And, oh, right. Completely invincible. I hate this thing as usual. Thank you. And get you out of the way. Put that down, I suppose. And thank you. I think we can do this. The enemies have grouped themselves up a good deal more. Just about making sure they settle away. And, well, that's what I need to be doing. I need to be using this as a battery for Ayaka. And what is with that? Whatever. Thank you. And come on. Yeah, this is just not good enough. Unfortunate. They're gonna need to be in there for filler while I let someone like Nuve blast them. I can't go for a total crap team like this. It's just 3 unbuilt supports, and I've thought about using Navia. My Navia is okay. We'll keep them here and then just let Nuve do it. He is built, he is self-sufficient, he is usable. It hurts. It hurts to say. Okay. And come on. HP boost will also work, and stupid. What I will say is this game's lack of mercy invincibility in most cases. And to be fair, I imagine a lot of it is to make shielders somewhat good, but the fact that very rarely do you get just invincibility frames from anything other than, straight up. Come on. Freeze is nice and good. Other than a burst or a dodge. And again, almost certainly, highly intentional, meant to be part of the game design, but I will be a monkey's uncle if it doesn't cause some frustration. Thank you. And heal after that. Boom. Oh, I hate that cooldown. Good thing we got you. This will mean no new in future chambers, though. Love it. Keep on kiting. Keep on spinning. There we are. Yay! Thank you. And for that Crown Crystal Blessing, the main thing is getting some healing ready for Patapo, and I guess we'll go with Navia. She should be pretty good. I guess we can go for the Mystery Cache for the Supercomputing Array. And... not good. I don't know. This could be good. HP ain't bad. That is actually really nice. For that Nuve. And Fiorina, more useful. Go in on characters, and then for 3 more, I believe, we can go for just pure blessings. It is not bad, but since I'm actually investing in blessings, well, I can't get that now. Let's see, battle normal, and Hydro has an advantage. Let's check what's coming up. Gotta make sure I got the right teams in. You know, yeah, Navia for sure. The important thing is figuring out what I can crystallize. Sub DPS and need to save Shionen for that. But then what team? With Shionen and Navia, and then we could just run Mono Geo for this, honestly. But without something to react with, Shionen isn't going to be able to boost up Geo. Shred it needs a specific team, but no Bennett, no Fischl, can't run the Navia team I like to run. Really, this would just be running some kind of very simple Mono Geo team, I imagine. So what are we gonna... It's simple enough, but... The fact that Charlotte's Numa is on her charge attack is just so silly. What do I run? Hydro characters that could work with Nuve. Honestly, this is what I could use Ayaka for. She deals enough Cryolap to actually get some use out of the melt. And if things fail, I can just send in Fiorina or Nuve without wasting my reset. Okay, it's time for worthless garbage. Thank you. Alright, I want you to approach me. Thank you, and stay out of my way. Now, and thank you, and just like that, thank you. And just like this, I think this should be doable. Maybe. And and that's the problem when they don't group up. When they don't group up, they don't group up. Self-explanatory, but what are you gonna do? And hit. Thank you. Thanks, and... yeah, this may have been a little ill-advised. Okay. Thank you, and... thank you. Hit, and... if we can get another burst off, we should be okay. Thanks, and I really... what are you doing? And I know the trial characters are supposed to be bad. I know the trial characters are supposed to be bad. But that is legitimately kind of egregious. Yeah, so Charlotte needs to be here purely as a battery for Ayaka. So you get in here. We can... come on. And... should we hit both of you? And... this will... what?! You're kidding. That is some stupid garbage. Okay, cool. Whatever. Thanks. And do that again. You know what? We can let you do your thing. Okay. And 1, 2, and... you're kidding! And they definitely do that just to block Ayaka. They have tried so hard to make Freeze bad, Freeze not meta, when Freeze wasn't even good a few patches after Ayaka came out anyway. It's just so silly to me. Whatever. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And just, why do you do that? And you're completely invincible when you do that. That's unnecessary. I hate you. And what do you know? We had to go and break out the nuclear option. They do. The worst thing about how they handled Frozen is that it's one thing to say, hey, it would be way too strong if we let you outright freeze a boss and make it unable to do anything. It's another thing to do what they did and say, hey, we're gonna make it so that enemies are totally unfreezable, the aura goes away so you can't use Blizzard Strayer, and just totally make these characters useless. Why? Sing and Chill is interesting. At least it's for triggering it. You don't need Frozen Aura. That helps a bit, but even still, it's just, I hate you. Why do you do it like this? Keep the Shenhe, and I can't get Geo. Hydro Crystal, Boon, Hydro, and sure, why not? Why not? Gonna try Crystallize. Geo and plunging attacks, and I guess we can... Beto's are okay, but again, we're gonna have to put together something with Navi and Shionin for the last couple of bosses. So silly. This is the last gasp of Trilaica. Trilaica. Put you in for... Got all the kinds of reactions here. No healing. I wasn't even really thinking about that. Okay. And stay out of the way of that. And cool. Thank you. And slam. Thank you. Come on. I hate your stupid dash. Stupid dash. So bad. Yeah, I really wish they did. And the worst part is, of course, that they didn't fix freeze so as much as they fixed cryo hydro teams. Because I honestly I don't dislike teams where it's sort of different colored physical. I think it's kind of good that those exist, that there are multiple ways to make use of elements other than reactions. But I'm not happy that they've kind of abandoned reactions. That itself is also quite silly. Or healed. Stone Stream. Shatter Strikes. We don't have to worry about not having healing. And of course, we boost this up and the characters get stronger anyway. It's worth it. Acute Frostbite, maximum sharpness, by a shield. Okay, so that's versatility, basically. Stone Burst, then this is the buff, this is the damage of the pseudo-reaction. So what do we want to... go for a somewhat similar team to what I was running before, maybe. But this, honestly, just do that again. Because it's one enemy, we can just let Ayaka beat on it. That's not a problem. Just use up Ayaka, so I don't need to worry about Ayaka. Okay. Thank you! This will stop being useful very shortly. Okay. Thank you, and... cool. Cool. And damage. Shatter. Not a lot of Crystallize. Okay. Also kind of troublesome. But at least you're paying attention to me. Hate you. It's one of them. Actually go for the healing now, probably. So we can also just have healing. And oh, good lord. Cool down that. There we go, though. And we have managed to get them to ignore me, which is nice. Gotta make sure we get that. Imagine how much better this would be if I was using my own Ayaka, so that I could actually use actual teams, among other things. And of course, no Particle Gen, because you weren't in Usia form. I imagine that it was, again, deliberate balancing. But it is less than pleasant that without... come on. Without Usia form, you have just no Particle Gen. And of course, that also means that you can't just cycle between and have her sustain her own healing. Which wouldn't really have even made her overpowered, honestly. I think that would have made her gameplay a deal more interesting if you were cycling back and forth. But what are you going to do? Now, let's keep on moving, and I was going to say Noelle might be nice, but we're going to want to use Navia for stupid. Golem anyway. Well, Furina's gone. That'd be kind of one of the best uses of Noelle anyway. The application is nice. That's for sure. Equivalent exchange, companion events, blessing events, but we want more blessings. This just lets you get it early. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Crystal, sure. Would have honestly liked the freeze, but don't have Segi. Do have Chi-Chi, and that should be good, but healing and I think we can just let Venti go suck, and that should be okay. We could put Chi-Chi in there for App, and that'd be fine. Some kind of stupid Goro, Xingqiao, Venti, Chi-Chi team. Sure. Yeah, random garbage go, I guess. If it works, it works. We want to swirl. What do we want to swirl? Swirl cryo. Okay. Hopefully this is usable. What? I hate you. Come on. And cool. Swirl you. Shatter. Thank you. Not really putting in little ones, and we're not really getting crystallizes either, but again, what are you going to do? Oh, but this is Sakubo, not... You know, that might actually be better, though. Okay. Cool, and... Come on. Healing not bad, and we are gonna have some energy issues there, though. Okay. Come on. Oh, we didn't get sacrificial proc, or what is that? Whatever, and... Cool. Thank you. I think we can kind of manage. Maybe. Honestly, the shatters are not actually good to have here, frankly. But whatever. And... get that again. If it has to be noob again, I will hurt someone. Thank you. Thanks. And alright. Thank you. That's a 6. Cool. Thank you. I think we can try it. We got a couple of little ones, which should be good, hopefully. I don't want to end things early. I want that star. Does it do anything at the moment? No. Do I want it? Yes. And I... Thank you, and... got one here, that is just nothing. Come on, come on. And... so die already, die already. Thank you! Thank you, that was stupid. Okay. Yep, and that got skipped. Companion invite, that is a waste of money. Oh, yeah. We were not actually doing geo damage there. Frozen Origin. Crit damage, but we're not dealing damage. Still. Stinging Chill. We'll go for the Divergence. Cold Stream Bite. Cold Stream Wave. Hydro and Cryo. Rupturing Rhyme. Let's go for the Res Shred. I like things that buff me. Though, to be honest, given the fact that my characters are kind of crap this time, because I don't have hardly any cryo characters, because there aren't that many, and I don't have that many of them. Yeah, because it's Ayaka I don't have, and then, yeah, Kokomi, Ayato, and Yu, though to be fair, none of them would be all that good here. It's 3 out of the 6 characters. 4 out of the 6 characters I don't have are cryo or hydro. And there's Kui and Ito. Yeah, and Ito would be okay here too, because it's Geo. Yeah, they're really targeting my weak spots. Healing, that's just Chi-Chi. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be a Navia carry. Did he go for stars, or was it just about a base clear? Either way, that is impressive. And to be honest, I think Chi-Chi should hopefully be enough. Maybe. Shield, shield, shield. Who do I use here? Fair, fair. You know what? Let's do it like this. Yeah, I understand. We are here to heal. Go on, hit me. Let's get our spirit up, and I think we've just healed him a couple times. We should be okay. Okay, cool. Thanks. And yeah, all you gotta do is heal him up. I imagine that Chi-Chi can just handle this. It's not about the damage at all. Not luck. Okay, come on. Oh, huh. We got the better laser, but... okay. In terms of time, that is gonna kind of suck. So we don't have any other healers here, huh? Basically, you gotta get half of it down each strike, and don't have other healers. Oops! 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 Oh, my lord. Oh. Goro has an incredibly minor amount of healing, and that might do it. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, okay, well, we did that too early. You know, we gotta do it like that. Gotta use that burst to buff up the laser. And that, I pray. Yeah, that's how we have to do it. We have to do it like that. Buff up Chi-Chi, a good deal. Yeah. Literal gift from God. Anytime Chi-Chi is even remotely useful, makes me happy. And I think we got a good amount of stuff. Think. Yep. All things must fade. Prosper is to fall. And yeah! God bless you, Chi-Chi. God bless you. Now but if we don't have Shinobu, I don't know. That's Mono Geo. Can't really run Mono Geo all that well. So what am I gonna run for these chambers? Because we need Shionin. Shionin's here. We have so far gotten comically unlucky and just not gotten her. And so lame. So dumb. That's good. We have more people. Elite Assault and that. Gonna want Frozen for... No, grouping is king there. Grouping would be king. And freeze them, group them up. Venti having Sakumo should be good for his energy. Otherwise, there would be a real chance of him just not having burst on cooldown, but don't really have anyone, do I? Nope. I guess we go for Escoffier. Which, just for her damage. Okay. This is going to be a hard one. It's just Navia, Escoffier, some kind of silliness like that. To break that shield. Then probably Yelan if we can get her. Siggy was nice, but her time is ended. Just... don't have any Hydro. Navia could be good. Yeah, but Satomi isn't going to be proccing any reactions, so it'd have to be Shanghai. This is going to be the most scuffed thing in the world. Okay. But that's theater. That's what it's like. Okay. Thank you. I want you to get in the middle here. Come on. And thank you. And cool. Wait, what? What did Shenhai? I know I'm sleep deprived and probably have mild CTE from riding roller coasters yesterday, but this is still disappointing. Okay. Not you. You. Thank you, and let's get this in the right place, and oh, you don't really get dragged as much as you should. Okay. Haha. Okay. And let's try to get everyone up in here. And come on. Alright. 1, 2. Hit you like this. And cool. Thank you. And shoot. Hit a lot of you. And no shield, which is what I wanted. Okay. And hit like that. I pray we can make this work. Depends on you being in the right place, but we will see what happens. And of course they are in the wrong place. I don't like this. Okay. Come on. Don't want shields at all, and got the wrong people again. We want to swirl you. Come on. Okay, cool. And that. Shoot, and come on. So, alright. Got a good number of them, but got so much time, and come on. Come on. It was really all about... I would have been able to do it if... I would have been able to do it if they had gotten sucked up into the vortex. The vortex started with the Shuanlins, but that's not what happened. We were close, but no cigar. Might be a good thing because smoking is very unhealthy, but what are you gonna do? And cool. Thank you. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and shoot. Thank you. Cool. Kill them all. Shoot, and... cool. Well, alright. Thank you, and... No, we got you in the right place. Thank you, and... Suck that up, and... Take you out. Thank you. Scuffed, and... Oh, the shield from hell. I hate you. I hate this. Okay. Thank you. And I don't want your... Oh! Because of the crystallized shield. God, love it. Okay. And okay. Cool. Uh-huh. Yep. Alright. Shoot. Yep, that was actually a death sentence. And why do they put this in an abyss that encourages crystallize? Why do they do that? Especially since... Also, we automatically suck up crystals. This is the one team that's gonna get that Stella. God have mercy. This is so dumb. And cool. 1, 2, and cool. Thank you. Just gotta make sure we don't get hit by that garbage, and that's right. Navia's the weapon that sucks. Yeah, okay. Thank you, and let's not waste too much time. And cool. Thank you. And perfect. Very nice. What I like to see. Cool. And try not to get hit too much. And thank you. So now that we get out garbage and shoot. Thank you. And hit. Cool. I think we can manage this. Just gotta get that Very nice crowd control, and Escalping is good and strong. Thank you. Fire One is not putting up a shield, and... Did it work? Yes! Did it suck? Yes! Okay. Thank you, Shinobu, for silly, stupid Hyper Bloom. Supreme Tide. It's like detergent. Supreme Flooding, attack by 40%, max HP by 30%, enhancement shields, protect characters. Satwali, stone stream damage increased, decreased, attack, and max HP increased. Let's go with this. Go for the buff. Let's see if we can check all this out. Hydro Crystal, shown Shatter Strikes, and res decrease. So this can actually be... So they all have a bit of a difference between buffs and damage bonus increase. Actually, no, this is on both. They just don't tell you. Hydro and Frozen. Oh, boosts everything. Crit damage, damage bonus. So of course, Frozen is all about crit. Damage, Stone Strike Strikes. It's all basically the same, just Hydro instead of Cryo. Sad, really. Crystallize really is just the red-headed stepchild of reactions. But this is all just the damage and in and of itself. Well, we can't go back now. We use that. Mystery Cache Rare. You know, I'm a gambler. Additional well, that'll be nice, but there aren't that many left. Pending random, but what do we need for... Navia needs to be there. We don't have any Hydro. Navi to break the shield, and then Kave, Shinobu, and then Yeon just to proc Hyper Bloom. I think so, maybe. And it would be stupid. But the fact that we haven't gotten Shilin is just ludicrous. No, actually, you know... no Hydro, though. Really, it's absurd. I guess we're going for Crystallizes with Navia. Zhongli and Navi to break the shield. That's actually not all that bad. And then Escoffier Shenhe for sub DPS. Again, this is going to be most scuffed. Most scuffed. Okay. So, just like this. Good thing we got the blessings, but still less than ideal. Thanks, and cool. Slam that down, and cool. Thanks. And cool. Thank you. Not bad in the way of damage. Focused on one crystallized type. Very good, actually. Not bad at all. And even with a relatively crappy weapon, because we've only got one Serpent Spawn, and Noelle, who I'm not even using, is the one holding it. But again, what are you going to do? Okay, cool. Thank you. And just like that. Thank you. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot. Really, I focus on making the boss chambers easy by focusing on specific teams, though to be fair, it's the one thing you can predict, the boss chambers. Everything that happens in between, God knows. But let us target Shilin. We need... Yep, and yep. 3 random, then with 2 left. Okay. No, no, it's just companions. At this point, just try to cash it on blessings. A few more in Yeon, and whoever we get. Shilin, Yeon, Satwali, and is not any. I guess we could have Yeon as a kind of sub DPS. I mean, on fielder or Satwali to keep up cryo, but that's gonna be shatters. It's not gonna get a lot in terms of crystallizes. Really, we gotta hope for Hu-Tao, honestly. Or we can make things work with Rio, but dumb. Here's our battle, and this point, yeah. Yeon, because it's only 2 more chambers, using up 1 vigor won't hurt anything. Shangli, Shinobu, Kave, and Yeon for world's dumbest team. Okay. Cool. I will not regret making this choice. Yeah, I really won't. Probably. On Fielder in it. But there's no shred for Dendro from Shieldin', so this won't make any real difference. I like this. Like that. Okay. Keep you still. Thank you, and energy is nice, and even electro charge can be nice. Thank you, and cool. Got that up. Thank you. 2, 3, and thank you. Oh, stay out of my way, you mongrel. Come on, and burst scan. That kind of works. We can handle this. This keeps them out of my way. And that won't do much. Let's do this. Okay, cool. And cool. We do not want to detonate any of them with Kave. We just want them to take you down like this. And cool. There we are. One more. Come on, time. Make it happen. Don't have that much, and cool. Praying. Thank you. I didn't need that burst maybe, but that's for the infusion. Come on, step my way, and come on, please. I'm begging you. God, I'm begging you. Oh, that was so dumb. Main thing is, don't need to burst any of them myself, and I don't need to spend time using Shinobu's burst. Don't need to use that. Just optimize this rotation as much as possible, and this is what we need. Thank you. All about as many hyper blooms as possible. Focus on you and only you. Thanks. But that's about the energy. And that, and okay, whatever. Also not important, I suppose. Thank you. And that is good in terms of time, but now you're over here. Just want to make sure that the Nobushi actually stay away from me. Hyper Boom has an incredibly tiny amount of AoE, but it does have some. And as soon as that goes away, this is when we Hyper Boom on that. Actually, for more Hyper Booms, and I won't lie, this seems to actually be going slightly worse. Okay, and yeah, because the AoE actually helped get rid of, since the other ones were dead, that stupid. You actually want some AoE here, just to get rid of the Nobushi, because otherwise Hyper Boom won't reliably target. Oh, target the Kairagi. I hate my stupid Chungus life. And yeah, what am I gonna do here? I guess I could focus on Yell on DPS, and that might be what we have to do. Okay. This is going to be very stupid. Team with no real DPS. Sure. Just like this. Boom, boom. And boom. Just like that. And 1, 2, and freeze. Cool. And you know, if this does better, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because it already is. Yep, focus on Yuan's own damage. And cool. Well, that was aimed poorly. Okay. And separate that. And okay. 1, 2, and this is actually pretty good in terms of AoE. Cool. Let's focus on you. Come on and do it. Come on and heal. This is doing slightly better. And you're gonna heal up, so there's only so much we can do here. Thank you. And come on. Come on. Thank you. And please God. Please God. Oh, the shield is what's helping here. Now I see. Thank you. And oh my lord. Okay. This is really stupid though. It's really stupid. So actually, I need to focus on the damage that the rock deals. This can actually get some good damage out of it, but need that bonus in the shred from Shionen, so do it like this. Okay. Thanks, and thanks, 1, 2, and hit with a rock, thank you. And thank you. Actually, we wanna maximize the on-field time, honestly, and that wasted a good amount of reverse, as you can see. Probably want to do is actually start it out with a breakthrough barb, and then oh, okay, well, didn't have one ready. Okay, alright. And cool. Now 1, 2. Thank you. Reaction going. And this should be good deal better, I hope. Shield is nice, and there we go, cool. Thanks, and 1, 2. Shred and bonus, thank you, and... Oh, I did not want to do like that. And... Come on. Oh, bounty enemies. No real DPS on my team. This is what it's like. Okay, and get that ready, and don't focus on damage. Cool. Okay, whatever. Do like that, and thank you. I guess I needed to focus on getting another character in. I don't know, actually. This is gonna be fine. Ouch. That is one of the most scuffed teams I've run, ever. Give me Huto. What the hell? Come on. Okay. Well, I don't know. It's Cryo, of course. Shionen has to be on there. Shionen, Yeon, and... Freeze, it could be Huto. And of course it's still just Cryo. Guess we gotta keep going. Frozen and... okay. Random, and it's... If it's Huta, please. What the hell? Literally the worst possible roll. Well, okay. Yeah, because Satomi doesn't buff. Does not buff Cryo. Except for... very minorly. That said, the bosses are never really all that bad. We should be okay. Maybe. I hope. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Alright. Let's hope this works. And cool. Make it like that, and 1, 2, dodge. Yeah, this isn't all that bad. Could be much, much worse. Hopefully everyone's getting their energy back up, and I won't have to worry about that. Okay. No. No. I'm begging you. You're gonna do your thing. Waiting may have been a bad idea. Okay. Make use of our time window, and jump, hit, and go. 1, 2, 3, thank you. And just like that. Cool. Thanks. Said the amount of the rotation we've still got to go is less than ideal, and we can actually freeze you, and that's also really annoying. Okay, if we had just kept going with the rotation itself, I think we could have managed. I think it's not that bad, and the shield protection buff is also very nice, but... okay. Might have to reroute a bit, which I would also hate. Okay. Thanks. 2, 3, keep the rotation as fast as possible. Gotta keep the shield up if possible too. And we couldn't get in. Done. Okay. And hit. No, you can't really do your bolts here. That's fine. Nice. And just like that. Cool. And cool. Thank you. You know, that actually got the reaction and rotation mostly together. Maybe could have used that to reapply buffs. It's okay. And shield up with crystallize, which is also very, very nice. Cool. And like that. Right. Okay. And come on. It's just not getting Boot out there. It was a 1 in 4 chance. And they just screwed me so hard with that. It's hilarious, honestly. It's just, why would you do that to me? What could I have ever done to deserve that? But it is just, they want you to have Ayaka. They really want you to have Ayaka. Hell. I'm sorry! I don't have Ayaka! I'm gonna get her soon, but I don't have her. Elemental effects advantage, whatever. Stupid. This one sucks too. Okay. This should hopefully be fine. And it's only gonna be a couple, so we can actually Hyper Boom this away. And then if we get Hu Tao, we should be fine. Hu Tao, and then Shilin in, and yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's gotta be 2 of them. This should not be a problem as far as targeting with Hyper Bloom goes. It's big, the others stay away from it, and we can stay away from you pretty nicely too. And no resistance increase from what you do, and yeah, okay, cool. Thanks. Just like that. There we go. Cool. Just like that. Now, and stay out of my way. Some of these later ones really do suck. This is actually not all that bad as far as things go. And cool. No, that should be done, maybe. Goodbye. Thank you. And that's one of the good ones. Give me Hu Tao or give me death. Well, we got Shuanen. This had better be Hu Tao. Hu Tao. Thank you! So let's boost up our remaining blessings. Frozen. Boost ourselves up. Cute Frostbite, and Boon is active. Crit damage, protected by a shield. This is great. Have that shield. Rupture's running rampant. Rupture, Rupturing Rhyme. We're not gonna get that much Frozen. Well, whatever. That'll boost me up a little, and inshallah, we can... It's so funny that they give you flowers for the Final Chamber they just can't ever use. Satwali and Yoan should be fine. Okay. Gonna be kind of whatever, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Just like this. Actually... Start out and let Shuan and Hu Tao. Will that be silly? Yeah. That's okay. Go for the raw burst. Yep, okay. No healing needed. What? Stupid. I thought I could have switched. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Try that again. Go again, they'll jump. And take it like that, and thank you. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. More damage we take, the better. Nice. And, well, we didn't get any of that, but that's, again, whatever. Thank you, and get most of this rotation going before it's time for Shilin to come back out, and, well, whatever. Come on. Okay. Damage you take will hopefully be alright, and cool. Thank you. Whatever. Cool. Cool. Prayers. Timing is... what the hell? What the hell? I did not mean to switch. I hate my stupid gamer keyboard. Okay, this is where things get painful. And again, they just want you to have Ayaka, and I don't have Ayaka. Don't have a real Ayaka. Okay. Okay. And sure, let's get it out of the way. Why couldn't I switch? Oh, it's because she hovers for a little bit after that garbage burst. Okay. Thank you. No healing needed. Thank you. Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Set it away. That and dodge. I'm not sure that quite works. Whatever. And something seems to be weird with the targeting too. Whatever. And there we are. We got that successfully as well. Nice. And we can keep a nice fast rotation. And thank you. And alright. Thanks. Cool. Oh, and I screwed that up. I didn't actually want to break that down. Okay. Right. Okay. Whatever. Oh, but that is also right. That without the crystal boon, we want to be getting some of this. Maybe some of the other stuff too. Whatever. The direct shred is not that important. And cool. Nice. One. Hopefully this should make some difference, but Shuanim's Geo app is not anything really. And okay, well, whatever. What are you gonna do? And also, it's just so complicated to do it like that too. Thanks. And cool. And alright. Cool. And I'm not sure that's even hitting. And hit. Jump. Hit. And 1, 2, 3. Thanks. Make it happen. I'm praying for it. Nice. And 1. I think we can. Depends on where we can get that dash going. And please like that. Cool. And just like this as well. Thank you. Come on. I really? Okay. Dumb. Really might need to do. Let's do it like this. Think just checking my blessings. Understandable. Thank you. Like I said, feel free to check out the server if you want to keep track of things, but it's been nice to be your background noise. Have a pleasant day. Let's see. Crown Crystal's boon, crit damage increase. That should be better, honestly, because we're not getting healing. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, one way or the other. Always nice to have people around. Never any pressure, one way or the other. And here we go. Gonna like that. Oh, okay, yeah. Even better, honestly. Oh, how did I... Oh, that was a latency thing. Didn't get the house dance. Dumb. My mother is watching K-pop dance videos right now, so... It's probably what's part of the network trouble. But what are you gonna do? Just like this. And actually get that Night Soul up as soon as possible to get as much damage from causing it to fall down as possible. Extend this rotation a little bit, but we're not getting the reactions we might want. And that's the thing. Cryo Crystal's boon, and... Okay, cool. We timed that badly. We're gonna run into her time limit, right? Yeah, see... That said, I probably actually want to put down Satoli as quickly as possible. Actually, just right out. Keep that Night Soul going. Well, to be fair, her Night Soul is not hard, but then we get the shield up, maybe. Energy is painful. A long time since I used this futile, but what are you gonna do? Tell. And come on. And you and thanks. Again, that rotation timing might actually be better if I don't put Cetolian first, but again, Cryo Crystal's boon is getting more damage. We're okay here. We're actually getting the buff, but probably actually maybe do it like this. Maybe. Again, Frozen Aura is quickly declines. And there's no one else I could really be using, to be totally honest here. Come on, give me that like that, and that should be okay, but the crystal we got is not the crystal we really want. Okay, what are you gonna do? And yeah, not a lot of apps, or not a lot of crystals that are the proper element. And now we see it, we've gotten it kind of busted. What are we gonna do? Thanks. 1, 2. Freeze it like that. Thank you. And that back, and if we lucky, we could actually kill with a drop. I think that might be what we need to do. Hopefully it can... Oh, we're not gonna have enough time. Even if we focus entirely on Night Soul. Oh yeah, for sure. It sucks. The focus has to be on. But the issue is that you're not getting a lot of good synergy between the freeze and the crystallizes. In the last theater, I think it was the last theater, it was the Electro, Cryo, Hydro, and you could have all those reactions popping at once without a huge problem. The main issue is just how Geo interacts with Frozen to do Shatter instead. It's lame. Honestly, I want to see if it'd be better to just go for this. Wouldn't be able to have... should have kept Zhong Wei for the Shred! Because we don't have anyone on Deepwood. I don't know, though. We can try this. But we need Satoli there, so it drops down more. So we need to have it drop down. Yeah, this is... To get screwed over right at the end is really, really unpleasant. Okay. We could try to be a bit deliberately slower with our hits to try to get more vapes and melts, but even still... Yeah, that would be the ideal, but I just don't have the sauce for it. Because I don't have Ayaka, I don't really have party members that can use Frozen Orthodon, and... What I have to be doing... I need to have Night Soul up enough that I can get it to a second drop, but I'm pretty sure they made its timer work exactly so you just couldn't do that. It sucks. Really. Okay, and cool. It might be better to put Cetolian after that, to be honest, and oh, that element is so bad. Right. Because she's not really going to be doing those kinds of buffs. Okay, and that should be okay. The send you away is unpleasant and dumb. Well, Cryo Crystal Boon is... Oh, and we didn't get the source samplers. Let's try that again, regardless. And no, it's Papa. Yeah, that is... demon timing. Okay, thanks. I actually want to put that in after Yeon, but what do I know? Thank you. And just like that. Thanks. And do it like that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't have enough time for that. Simply don't have the time. Okay, yep. No matter how much Night Soul you got, it's just not possible. God, hate it. This is wretched. But it's just, what am I gonna do? I don't have Ayaka. what I might end up having to do is call it a day and come back when I get Ayaka from Chronicled and just send her here because this is her theater. This is the Ayaka theater. She's got the base buffs. You carry her until the end and you send her around the final one. Really, what I should have done is not use Nuve so early on, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I thought about that, but it... What I probably need to do is keep my distance and change my timing so I can get more melts and vapes with Hu Tao, dash away from the enemy, and not actually go for the normal hits on it. Yeah, but the issue is that when I say Ayaka, I mean my own Ayaka, like an actual built Ayaka. Because the Ayaka in theater here is garbage. Deliberately. And how did that... What? How did that totally get rid of all the applications? So dumb. Yeah. Yeah, but what I really should have done, I suppose, is try to use a character from a friend list. But I don't do that on principle. I don't like that as much. But again, what are you gonna do in a situation like this? And... Cool. And... Cool. Again? Already? What I should have done... I should have kept Xing Zhao for this. Because his application would have been enough. The application here is garbage. It's terrible. It's not enough to sustain. You know, even Yeon alone already is not enough to sustain. And then when you've got the aura totally disappearing whenever you proc a Frozen, it becomes the devil. It's just, what am I going to do here? And just like that. Thank you. We could maybe try for it. I think this could actually be, with that slightly modified rotation I had going, the fact that I'm actually missing. Yeah, there we go. Took some silliness. Had to put Satomi's burst in first, so that it wouldn't get as much freeze. Yelling in with both the skill and the burst. Applied enough Hydro to get a few more vapes and melts to make it work, and I hated that. At least let me get Ayaka in a couple weeks, and then after that Skirk was going to be the same damage, but not reliant on an enemy sitting still and eating the entire burst. It is interesting that in terms of damage, people have run the calcs. They are basically the same, with Skirk being slightly better. But the fact that Skirk, either, if you run her as a nuker, you use her burst, you do all that damage right then, you don't, big AoE, don't have to worry about the enemies disappearing, or running away, or you run her normals, and you can just chase them down actively. A lot better quality of life. And again, it is interesting how they've played into character quality of life being a bigger portion of their selling points. Specifically in... I've talked about this before, but when they reran Arla, right after Mavica was basically Arla in a certain sense, but better in terms of just ridiculous damage-dealing pyro DPS, they said outright, okay, maybe Arla isn't as strong in terms of damage. Well, they didn't say that. They're not going to give themselves that much, but they said, one of Arla Kino's greatest strengths is her flexibility and the fact that she can run in a large number of teams, Vaporize, Melt, Overload without really relying on reactions with Chevy. Whereas Mavica has 2 teams, and really only 1. So you can try running Fiorina, Shionen, Bennett, Mavica. That's 3 out of 4 are the same. Oh, Mavica, Satwali, Shionen, Bennett, and it's noticeably worse, too. Yeah, you know, character with 1 team. Which arguably is kind of a way to not be as crazy crazy in terms of power creep, but even still, it's... Even if you can only run that 1 team, that just means that there are fewer teams and characters you do run. I really, really wish that they had put out Mavica as Night Soul Fiorina. And same amount, and some artifact juices, toy medals. Once I hopefully get around to getting every character at C0, That's when I can hopefully start going for weapons, if only for drip. But they're making they may have Star Rail now, they have ZZZ now. They still have third, but no one plays Honkai third. Except for that one Marsa Honkai person on Twitter, and then they're putting out Honkaimon or Nexus Anima. That might have its name changed, actually. At least 2 more games. They got the Animal Crossing clone. They got... Yeah, in terms of Animal Crossing clones, I just need Fantasy Life. Got Fantasy Life on Sunday. That's the only Animal Crossing clone I need. Yeah, I wish I had the time to try it, at least to play through the story, because of the lore, at least. And it is interesting, because it's always sort of... You know, this is going to get into discourse, but it's always sort of... It's interesting seeing people who are not in the intended audience enjoying Honkai, because it's sort of... Since Honkai 3rd's playable characters are all chicks, except for Kevin in the 2 chapters he gets playable in, it means that they have to give them airtime, take them seriously, let them be interesting, give them character and plot development, in a game that, you know, it... And the devil's bargain, sort of, that Genshin always used to do was sort of, we're gonna put out twice as many female characters as male characters, but you can reliably expect the male characters to always be important to the story. Sometimes the girls are just going to be nobodies we throw out, because a significant amount of the player base, for better or worse, is going to C6 R5 anything with boobs. And now they've kind of walked away with that, because there's a lot fewer, and... I mean, Aoife didn't show up, Dolly's at least in the Archon quest. But it's sort of... You know, the reason Honkai 3rd puts out only girls is not because they want to shed light on the inner lives of women. But there are, you know, there is a non-existent contingent of Twitter lesbians who like the game, in part because it does that. You know, it's always interesting to see the kind of crossover audience you get when you're not actively intending for it. Even when you're not actively intending for it. Surveying surroundings, that guy, gentle countenance. Keep your chin up, big dog. Leisure time. Oh, I got the rose. And oh, the new ones. Elegant countenance. Contemplation. He's looking at his grenade. I don't trust him. Refined countenance and guard up. I did not know his helmet could make that face. Okay. So now with the time we've got left, what that means is it's time for the Dia challenge, I think. Let's go for it. Yeah. There are conspiracists, for lack of a better term, that think that Capitano was taken out last minute and they added Skirk in his place to kind of use his gameplay mechanics. And to be fair, I do think that if we ever get playable Capitano, there are pretty heavy odds that he ends up using Finale of the Deep Boweries too and has a special energy mechanic. But given the fact that his constellation is almost certainly the 3 Jesus nails, I think some level of a sacrificial storyline was important, like me. You know, I like his mask, I just didn't know it made faces. Helmets are very, very cool. You know, they really gotta give us... The only characters who are kind of Toku, like a Super Sentai Kamen Rider kind of thing. You know, arguably Malvika, she's even got the cycle, puts on the helmet. Fremi puts on the helmet, kinda. And then Tartaglia, obviously, he even gets bigger. But it... And of course it is niche, but it's always a cool archetype. One of my favorite characters in a game, you know, especially including Gasha, is Asvadaman in FGO. You know, again, you know, I'm not gonna say that Hoyo should be drawn and quartered, but it was revealed, and I think he's the only character where there was ever a reveal of that character both having an outside designer in terms of concept, and then the designer straight up saying, yeah, it was me. Tianari was conceptualized by Paco, who is an artist pretty famous for doing FGO stuff. He draws most of the Indian servants in FGO, like Karna and Arjuna, and the other Arjunas. And he actually conceptualized Tianari. And it's very, very funny, because, you know, Paco's, one of his whole shtick is that he draws a lot of, you know, not just Indian characters, but darker-skinned Indian subcontinent characters like Arjuna, like Asvadaman, who was, you know, Indian Kamen Rider. And it's, you know, again, I am not going to basically oh my, Saber Rattle. It's, for better or worse, they have to take into concerns the audience. And I think it's very, very tone deaf to basically to go in and accuse other cultures of racism when it's, you know, for one, even if you want to be cruel or strict, it's colorism at most. But they have to make compromises and appeal to certain beauty standards when they want to make money. And to be fair, I could say, you know, maybe they should care more about, you know, making something they like and think is artistically interesting than bankrolling Zenless Zone Zero's second or third relaunch. But yeah. And the worst part is that the game genuinely is very interesting and very good. And, you know, you can argue about why Notlan got so many more characters thrown together than Inazuma or Liyue, but the fact remains is that regardless of the compromises they have to make with making money, the developers genuinely intend to show a lot of interesting, especially obscure cultures and mythologies and work them into an interesting narrative. But I think and honest to goodness, they're relying on Genshin, and to a lesser extent Star Rail, to launch 3, 4, and relaunch 2 other games every single patch. It's just, what are you doing? Let your game be a game. It's, you know, infinite growth, as it is said, is the ideology of the cancer cell. It opponents within the time limit, gains flame rage, 6 damage, you don't want to shield, crit rate, and damage, independent duration, bolt of lightning. Oh, it hit you, okay. Regenerate energy. Okay, so it's just, you just gotta build damage. Oh, and there aren't even 2 phases, it's just you hit the terror shroom. That's funny. But wait. So will the bolt of lightning deal damage to the terror shroom too? Well, to be fair, I don't have the time to wait for lightning to get it round up, even if it does. I need to just punch it to death. Okay. So and what I have heard, is that the best way to do it, well, it's more that the only 5-star greatsword that's even remotely useful here is going to be Thousand Blazing Suns. And those are not normal in charge attacks, though. Well, this ain't bad. Still not bad. No Night Soul, but it's a good enough weapon with good base attack. Got her C1, which buffs the damage pretty significantly. So let us... Yeah, finally we're making Deep with Xiangling. Yeah. But again, it's just... You know, you can make observations about other cultures. But anytime anyone in the West is, especially America, criticizes some aspect of Chinese culture, they usually do it with undertones of, and therefore we need to nuke China, killing every single man, woman, and child there. Which, suffice it to say, is not something I particularly support, especially since they make this game. I enjoy this game. I would not like the people who make the game I enjoy to die in nuclear hellfire. I also have morals, but, you know, what are you gonna do? So, I like to think I do. Yeah, either way, I'm very excited. We got Archon Quest tomorrow because it took way longer for Escoffier's story quest. And again, it's interesting because, you know, on one hand, I was like, you know, they made another random 5-star girl. You know, I would have liked, yeah, currently American. Yeah, what I will say is, there's going to be pain for America, but in the long term, what this is going to lead to is the world recalibrating foreign relations between themselves, decentering America, working more among themselves, not relying on protection or fearing the coercion of America. And I think in the long term that will lead to a better world, as long as America doesn't decide to say screw it, you know, do a pigeon chess, flip the board, and nuke every other inhabited spot on Earth in its death throes. Okay, so now let's make this happen. Flame Rage. Oh, and they put us just in the normal Sumeru domain. Okay, that's lame. This is what you get for being a standard character, I guess. Let me see. And oh, that crit rate leaves something to be desired. Okay, whatever. So now we just punch him. Don't have that much in the cooldowns. So this is literally just... Okay. Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, we might actually want to be using Sack. Oh, that just kills us. You know, it would probably actually be better to just use Sacrificial Greatsword. If it's not something too private... Where is that? I have a... Oh yeah, they're crazy. But I like that. I will say, when they are kind of congated, it's stupid. Except for characters who are... Oh! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah. Let me see. Probably want Sacrificial. And then probably someone's crit. Greatsword. But that's not gonna take... Well, that's not helping the burst. Exactly, you know. We like Plan Condor so much. Let's do a second one. So let's give you a... Is there a crit rate? It's not very good, but... Energy recharge, You can take this one. Okay. This is gonna be so scuffed. The Sacrificial won't do much, because it's the burst we need to worry about the cooldown for, not the... Oh my goodness. Really gotta build that damage. It does. I like Skara. I can personally relate to him in some ways, and his gameplay's fun. I kind of got in the game for Raiden, so it's kind of funny. That's kind of like a mother and son sort of situation. Just taking a look. I like Arla a lot, in particular because... I will be totally honest. You know, there's always a sort of calculation in terms of, you know... One of the reasons I like this game is because it appeals to a broad audience, so I can enjoy it. And then maybe people who like the game for different reasons than I like the game can watch it and still enjoy the experience. But if there were more female characters like Arla, I would be fine with them. Like, just in terms from an artistic perspective, because she's interesting. They could put together an interesting enough narrative, even with fewer male characters, if they were willing to make more characters like Arla. But the issue is that so many of them end up getting sanitized, end up being less interesting. And to be totally honest, that's part of why the lack of male characters kind of messes up the narrative. Because they're a lot less afraid most times to let their male characters have some rough edges, even though they do tend to sand them off in most cases. But even still, Exactly. A game with just 20 recolors of Arla. If they treated Arla, could they treat Saber and Fate and just give her 5 billion recolors? Yeah, Arla face characters. So, what are we even gonna do? We need... Dodging is important. Crit rate is important. It should hopefully be okay. I don't know. Yeah. I got into the game for kind of for Amber, Venti, Tartaglia, Raiden, though we haven't seen much of her. I picked the game up right around Eula's first banner, made a bet with a friend, basically. And then they stopped playing, and I stayed here. So, I was basically abandoned in Gacha hell. It is what it is. So, let's see. Noted her. I might want to be dodging some things. Got basically a minute and a half, and... Oh, damage. Damage. Burning is kind of okay. And... Upgrade to that, and... This really is tough. I'm not sure I have what it takes for this. Okay, whatever. Don't really have that much in the way of healing. Yeah, I'm not even sure I have what this would really require, and now I'm just dead. What am I gonna do? Crown Dia's Burst? That might be necessary. Yeah. I do like Nuve a good deal. But I actually like Chevy a lot. It helps that she enables a special team comp, because I will admit that a lot of what I like about characters has to do with their gameplay. What they contribute in terms of gameplay. Do I do that? But it's just... Overstack on crit. I can't afford to put Spine on her because she wants to be taking damage. What am I gonna do? It is... face tanking. Yeah, that's all. It's crit rate, crit damage. You can get up to 30 crit rate, 90 crit damage. Yeah. It's just you gotta have her built. And there's only so much you can do. About 10% and... Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Thought about... You know, maybe I'll just build a set for her, but it's taking this. And this is actually pretty crucial, but... 20 bonus damage based on max HP. 6% of max HP? It's not that much HP, though. So that's scaling, though, but I don't really have that much ER, though. That's the thing. I guess I could... Don't have any sands. No HP. Actually, do I? Now that I think about it. What's Candace's piece? No, she's got energy recharge. Oh, I hate this. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Actually, this is an attack sands. I should be going for the ER sands. It's a pretty good ER sands, too. But I can very much see myself forgetting who had which piece. Shortly. Okay, let's try this again. This is not that bad. And to be fair, skill or burst, I think she can keep that up, too. Well, we'll see. It is interesting, but it's tough. I like Dia a lot, too. What they should have done is basically made her kind of a Melt Navia. Though, of course, you couldn't do a sort of intro... I like what they did with Navi and Crystallize, but she is kind of not that great. Yeah. And in terms of timing, should focus on getting hit by the lightning, I think. Dodge. Oh, Virgin Dia. That is interesting conceptually. Oh, but interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. Alright, we can maybe manage. Maybe. I don't know. We need to figure out which hits we can actually afford to take. Because I need that buff from taking damage, that's for sure. But, dodge. It might honestly just be a question of getting more Diacons. Some kind of reward for Dia warriors who just get lots and lots of Dia. Oops! But do you have to let the lightning hit it? But... The question is, what can I dodge, what can I not? You would be better off doing a Virgin Toma. I will be completely candid with you. I have a Virgin Toma who works very, very well. Well, he did. When the game was incentivizing the use of Virgin Toma. But, okay. I guess we just face tank everything. Except when we're close to death. Well, maybe. Thank you. You know, this actually isn't all that bad. Okay. And dodge. Ooh. What? Okay, well... Can that bolt be iframed? I don't know. And... The best one is keyed in. It's what I use. And it's what most people would recommend. And I actually did not want to jump over that. Fair. I have pulled on Weapon Banner twice. Both times literally purely for drip. The first time was for... Well, actually, I pulled on it a couple of times when I was inebriated by accident. But that's different. And let's go for it. Thank you. That should dodge that, I think. And let's go for the Stalwart and True. We're doing okay. And don't kill me. Oh, interesting. Fair. And I will say that it really does live or die by its refinement effect, as far as those go. Suffering from success, I'd say, except for the fact that none of the craftables are really any good. Okay, and I actually kind of wanted to get hit. Dodge. You know, I think we have to rely on the lightning to do it for us. Yeah, okay. Just dodge everything except for the lightning, I would imagine. Probably. Okay. 1, 2. And keep going. This ain't too bad. We're actually getting quite close. What would be real nice is if they let us use food buffs. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. Thanks, and keep going like that. Oh, yeah. Don't have Stalwart and True going. No, we do. We are going to need to dodge the rest, and focus on backing you up so you don't. Oh, hit me like that, and yeah, that was not tolerable. Cannot afford that. Could not afford that, but we got close. I think it's actually within reach. But you need a... You know what? I thought about getting a Renan, but that's gonna cost so much, and again, gotta have money for Skirt, gotta have money for Ayaka. Because if I can beat this, it sucks to say, but there's not really anything else I really need to build her for damage for them. Hurts to say, but I want you to stay. Sometimes. Sometimes. And it's out of the way of that. Come on, and back around, and just gotta make sure we can hit you. Yeah, we can afford to dodge if it's like that, and it might be a matter of missing some important crits, and that was dangerous, but what are you gonna do? I think a number of important crits were missed in the process here. And yeah, we shouldn't have taken that hit either. It won't make that much difference, but I really do feel as if I should just get her to 999. That is the effective maximum, and I can always farm more Mora. We got a good amount more from just running this in the first place. Take your puppet tubes, and as you can tell, I will boost the damage too. Thank you. Yes and no. I'm gonna go for Ayaka. The ideal is that, because she's in meta right now, though, and as a result, because Skirk's gonna be in meta, so she kinda... There are 6 characters. 6 characters I do not have, and 4 of them are gonna be on Inazuma Chronicle. The characters I don't have are Ayato, Ito, Kokomi, Ayaka, Niu, and Klee. Klee is not really a priority. It was kind of not a priority, because Dendro is kind of getting power crap, because it's so based on its flat damage reactions. Yeah, the thing about Ayato is that he's meant to be a middle ground jack of all trades in terms of Hydron fielders. At the time, he was sort of not as good as application as Nuviet, as Tartaglia, but more than Nuviet, who came out, well, sometime after him. Who are they comparing him to? I don't actually know. I guess maybe Kokomi. But kind of a jack of all trades for, yeah, Hydron fielders, but not particularly good at anything. Kind of worked well with Yunjin, but again, Copium. And so I don't really feel like I need him. Ito is better Noel. I don't have Mono Geo DPS other than Noel. Doesn't come up all that often, but still be nice to have, especially since that means I could run Chiori without relying on, say, Zhongli or Albedo for a construct for the second Tamoto, which is nice and reliable. I just have Yunjin C6 lying around, and I tried to make her work with Yoimiya. And then I found out, after trying that it's better to just run Yeon in her place for more Hydro application with Xingjiao and then probably Zhongli, because Yoimiya's damage relies really heavily on getting her whole combo up. So much of her damage is in that last shot. And if she dodges, she doesn't have anything like Ito or Thesli. She can't pick up her combo where it left off. It's just, you lose out on a pretty big chunk of damage. Let's see what difference, if any, that made. Leveling Dio a little. But I'd like to hopefully pick up Kokomi, Ito, or Ayato on the way to Ayaka. If I lose that 50-50, whether I lose it or not might determine whether I go for Skirk's weapon, because I don't like going for weapons all that much. I have Battle Pass weapons, they usually do the job. But when they are a significant component for how good a character looks, and that is more or less the case for... I like Kokomi. I will say that a lot of it is because I think the Kokomi Goro ship is very cute, but... Okay, dodge. Set out of the way of that. I think that kind of works. And just like that. Oh yeah. Very fun mermaid design. This has made some difference, I think. Keep that going, and let's step out of the way of that, and dodge. Tough though. Thank you. Oh yeah. It's very cute to have joined characters who are connected like that. And then I think we can make this happen. And one more burst should do it. One more burst, getting close. And oh my goodness. Come on, we have 6 seconds of burst. And I think just barely managed. Oh yeah, very nice. Let's do it. There we go. Just barely. Challenge completed, Flame Man. Echo. Flame Man. Diaz envisage Echo, the eyes of a vulture, the spirit of a lion. An unbridled daughter of the desert. Be nice. Okay. So let's put that on her, and yeah, I really think that taking her to 999 made the difference. And I imagine that they're more or less balanced around 999, and at least for a standard character, probably having around Suwon. It's gonna be hell when they put out a Mizuki Echo, though I don't imagine they'll do that for a while. I like that they're sticking to older characters, so that there's less chance of, oh, new character who you just didn't roll for. And characters who tend to be more popular, and then, of course, standard. I rolled for on her banner. I'm hoping for some cons. Because she's fun, too. Did you play her story quest? I liked the little first-person minigame they had, especially because it had a lot of little Easter eggs. That was real cool. I hope they do that for more characters. Would go well for an actual interrogation, like with Rio or something. We'll see what happens. So, Aoife is holding her artifacts right now, which are actually Sucrose's artifacts. They get passed around. Now, I ran her in Abyss with Fiorina, Ororone, and Venti. The big thing about Mizuki's teams that I figured out when I ran her, that nobody really tried team crafting, was actually making use of the swirl bonus by... because it applies to everyone on the team. So if you run her with Kaza or Venti, and it's sort of, okay, are you fighting a bunch of weak enemies who can be picked up in the eye, use Venti. If you're fighting a fewer, or enemies who can't, use Kaza, and then, but of course, why would you ever use Mizuki in a single target situation? Because they'll get this roll buff too, and that way you're basically doubling up on that. Really, I would have wanted to use Kokomi instead of Fiorina too, actually, because healing helps there, because of the fact that at C0 you have to keep her HP over a certain level, or you're not getting the extra rolls from the stacks. Yeah, I ran her with Kaza or Venti in place of Fischl, because the big thing about Fischl is that, as good as Fischl's own damage is, and Mizuki lives and dies on the damage from the swirl. And since Mizuki isn't using normals, well, it depends on if you have Fischl C6. If you don't, you're not really missing anything. But if you got Fischl C6, and you're not running her with a character using normals or charge attacks, that's a lot you miss out on. Though, to be fair, Fischl without Dendro doesn't make as much use out of that, because of really every Electro character, or at least Kaching and Korin, are basically balanced around the idea of, okay, you're using A4 Fischl to let her deal these nice big hits when Korin or Kaching doesn't aggravate. When did I start playing? Eula first banner. 20... Well, that's wrong. Google was wrong. Shut up. I don't want your AI summary. It's literally wrong. And that was... The first one was... 2021, so yeah. When did you... You said you got in for Sino, right? Yeah, I know it was right at the end of May. Basically right before Paimon's birthday, which... I don't remember when that is. So a little bit... Oh, but you got in for Sino before he even came out. Smart. Yeah, so I could stand up for him. I would not hate Sinocons. I would not hate a Sinocon or two on the way to Nilu when I go for her. Oh, nice. One of my boys, he started playing before me, went on a bit of a hiatus. And then, yeah, Dom. He played modded Minecraft with me together. Some last year, about a year ago. At this point, wow. Time flies when you have a job. I hate employment. But, why did I pick Archive instead of Character Archive? It's because I'm sleep deprived and probably have mild CT from the roller coasters. But, yep, May 28th, 2021. Nice. Yep, so basically 9 months in. Yeah, first Genshin pregnancy. I'm sorry. But, yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm year one barely. Yeah, it's funny because, you know, he was a big Zhao guy. I hope he did well. Been a couple years since that was a thing for me. But then something worse happened, which was employment. But he liked Zhao a lot. He went for Kaza on Kaza's first banner, used him a bit. It was funny seeing a lot of people get possessive of Kaza after, because it wasn't really until after Kaza's banner ended that people realized just how busted he was. Then when he got his rerun, when I went for him, which was second Golden Apple, I believe, between Inazuma and Sumeru, a lot of people were getting possessive semi-seriously, sort of like, if you didn't go for Kaza because he was Kaza, you don't deserve him for being meta. Which, you know, honestly, kind of respected. But one of my other boys, Jack, who I've played some games with, I think mostly Pokemon Stadium, and he beat my butt. It was his birthday yesterday, so we went to an amusement park, and I am too old for roller coasters. My neck started hurting, and I think I have mild CTE. My brain was jostling around my empty skull. But either way, that's life. Anything else coming to mind, good or bad, you want to chat about for a bit? Because... Oh, right, because, yeah, this is a domain. I'm probably going to be buttoned up right against that time period. I will be playing the Archon Quest tomorrow and Fantasy Life on... I have multiple. Some of them look kind of good. Most of them are terrible. So let me pick my crops so I don't overcap. This is the crypto mining teapot, as it's called. It's just for currency. All my others are actually very nice. Yeah, don't look. This one is crap. Yeah, I have all of them except Notlan. What I did is that, and it takes so long, I'm only a third of the way through at most, but I got all of the decorative sets for the characters and put them in each realm. So, it's not all that special. It's less pretty more than it is planned and organized, but... And as you can see, as they add more and more and bigger sets, you get more closer and closer to max currency just from... oh, putting all the sets down. So let me go in and do that real quick. Yeah. Yeah. I actually liked Escoffier's story quest a lot. I will say that I think they are conscious of what... You know, what kinds of characters they need to make to keep the story interesting if they're going to change the gender ratio even more. So this is pretty empty, but well, we're gonna have to teleport around. It's not all that pretty, but it's organized. So as you can see, right here we have... Let's go put it together for the market. Basically leading as a road to the next side. Again, I am not a teapot main. What's really interesting is that when they have sets that are focused on sort of split between teapot regions, because Hilichurl Camp over here, and yeah, we got the Adventurers stand right before the Hilichurl Camp. Now, both of these are also used for Mondstadt characters, too. I would say that the one I'm proudest of, and I'll go inside the mansion a little, is probably the Fontaine one. The main thing is just, since they've got more sets, you have to put more stuff down if you're just trying to get all the character sets in. Yeah, because this is where I stopped. Just gave everyone rooms. It's nothing special. Yeah, this is nothing special. The one that's actually kind of interesting is the Fontaine one, but it's only really one island on it. Yeah, exactly. The new Fantasy Life on Sunday is basically Animal Crossing Horizons with violence, which makes it the perfect video game. It's, you know, that was the one thing that Animal Crossing was missing. Complex combat with iframe dodge rolls. But, so I'm gonna have to up my decoration game a bit. See, we got the Poisson and the... They're similar enough. They're both rusted metal. And then... It's crazy how little space you have in this island. It's really cool that they put a decorative fish pond there just by default, but so little space. Again, it's not all that pretty, but it is organized. I tried to put like with like, so you've got rusty with rusty, you know, houses with house, and then just... There's only one thing for Maracy, so it's all lonely, but I tried to make a little town. Yeah, honestly, it's the overhead view that looks best. Actually, kind of forgot this existed. Sure, I'd be more than happy, but I'm actually pretty proud of this. It took a lot of finagling to get the fountain in a position where it could fit and not look stupid. So I'm proud of that one. Yeah, but it's not. It's very utilitarian. The purpose was to put all the sets down to collect character rewards. Yeah, sure. So, yeah. I've got plenty of space on that friend list. Oh, is in... Okay, you're gonna post pictures. Yeah. Either way, we would be more than happy to check. I imagine that you'll get a lot of compliments and feedback. So, if it's gonna be like that, and thank you for joining, of course. We chat about interesting things occasionally. Yeah, well... Oh, are you an Asian server, maybe, or European? Because I'm an American server. I thought my accent would give it away. Yeah. It was interesting because there were some rumors about... Okay, cool. If you're on, sure. Yeah, I got a little bit of time to spare. If you want to fight a boss or something or two, if you want some help, I'd be more than happy to use my relatively built characters to help a friend out. Ready for the long string of numbers. Okay. 631 684663. Go and I like it. Got the Good achievement count. I like it too. I want to see you do 412. Not necessarily all stars. I want you to push yourself, improve, and become stronger. Understandable. Yeah, I won't say no pressure. I would say a moderate amount of pressure out of desire to see you improve and become the best version of yourself. Echoes. It. Nice, and weapons. Just for the shield bot, yeah. Tenacity. I actually don't have Black Tassel leveled. I usually run him on Fav, but that can be tough if you don't have the crit rate for it. Obviously, I imagine you probably know, but Sagar Fav is usually best for him. Oh, you got the Nahida Sig. And we don't talk about Xingqiu. I like it. Got the R5 Spine, I like it. Proto Amber, like it too. Yeah, you forgot. Raiden Poem for Xiangling. Okay. Immense respect. Smart. Black Sword is, in my opinion, the best looking 4-star weapon. It looks better than a lot of 5-star weapons, because the thing about a lot of 5-star weapons is that they're really busy, and tend to look really bad on characters other than the one they're made for, even the ones they are made for. Though, to be fair, that was mostly an Inazuma problem with all the purple. But black looks good on everybody. It's a contrast, but not a bounty. Fav on Favrina, I like it. I've used a lot more Favrina. Since I've been putting her on more teams that aren't just with Nuve, she's needed a lot more particle gem. Lost Prayer, nice. Earthshaker, me too. Sack Frags R5, nice. And the Sig. Very, very nice. Okay. Well, got the paddle. Let me see. Visit that pot. It's ready. It's ready. Yeah, you want to fight a boss or two? You have any need? Want to do some cooperative grinding or... Oh, nice! You got the... I don't make nearly as much. Got the... Oh! Okay, I love the Ito card. I mean, I need him. So actually, out of the mini games from... Oh? Let me see. Poetry. I didn't know this was a... I didn't know these things could talk. I should make these. Huh. Skilled in understanding. Okay. Interesting. No head pat. Okay, sad. What I like is how you're displaying... It's displaying all the event stuff. You know, treasure gallery kind of... Oh, the Dodoko's from... Oh, we got Pear. Well, not Pear, but the mini. Oh, we got Babon. Oh, the Morak statue. Nice. On the Fonta machine? I didn't know you could talk to these things. That reminds me of a D&D campaign in which I made a Beppis machine, not a Pepsi machine, a Beppis machine. We got Mizuki. Yeah. Xingqiu Bean plushie. And Ayato. Oh, the globe. With the jellyfish. I do like how many of the trophies we've got displayed. And oh, I didn't notice the tank. And you got the rays, we got that color coordination, and this rum. I've never tried, but can you actually block a doorway if you try hard enough? Let me see. You got the... Oh, the Pokeball. You can enable it? Well, it doesn't do much. Okay, okay. 2 Sinos. Okay, that's the kind of greed they talk about in the Bible. But as I was... All these Hangout memories, you know... Toma, I loved Toma Hangout. I really liked how... Okay. I really liked how... Though it wasn't a requirement, and I'm not sure if it was conditional on doing it, how Yoimiya and Toma refer to the sweater ending the Toma Hangout and the Rhythm game event from last year. Which, again, I'm not sure. I don't think the wiki says whether or not it requires doing the Hangout for that dialogue to show up. But either way, it plainly refers to that aspect of his character. It... Honest to goodness, a Hangout event is almost better than a... It is better than a story quest. Okay, okay. Let's do this. Oh, we got... Ka-ching. That money. Put her in prison?! Oh my goodness. Did she spoil too many of your rolls? Yeah. And you can't take damage in Teapot. Okay. Got that. I like this. Yeah. Understandable. Coaching in prison. And here we go. Sino! Nice. And then... we got Mercy and carvings. Oh, because he can do the decorations. We got Dory here. Kind of a Melusine type, an Ororone Shrine. Oh, you put him by your farm. Oh, that's genius. A lot of thought was... Yeah, you have him here doing the farming. Right by the incense, too, so it's kind of an Ororone spot and kind of a... Well, it is an Ororone spot because it's got the farm. I like it. Yeah, there's theming here. Yeah, I don't imagine you've played Fantasy Life, but if you have, good for you. But a lot of it is about Animal Crossing style, giving characters housing. Characters coming back from the first game, which was on 3DS, and I played it a decade ago. Yeah, over a decade ago. And I've thought about what kind of housing I'd want to give them. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's run Nave. Let me see who I would want to. Got a pretty well-built Fiorina. Shilinen Satoali Escoffier. I think... If you've got Nuve, I'll put in Escoffier and Satoali. You can run your Fiorina and Nuve, because if you don't have... Or if you've got one of Escoffier and Satoali, I can... Oh, okay. Do you have Escoffier or Satoali? No, we can manage. I'll run my Nuve, and then if you've got... Do you have Kaza? Do you have Kaza or Shilinen? Oh, goodness. You don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, what other Fiorina team could we really run? Yeah! Run Fiorina and Shilinen. I'll put in my Kaza and... I think Satoali is actually slightly better than Kaza, especially since we can't do crowd control. Put in Shilinen, I'll use my Nuve and... Nice. Fiorina and Shilinen, I'll use my Nuve and Satoali. And that will make a pretty good team. The question is what you'd be doing on field, I suppose, but... Suppose you could attempt survival. Well, I don't know, go for normals or something. It's... Oh, I forgot I left the world. Okay. Now hop on in. Oh, let's make this happen. So... Shield would be nice, so that'd be... Yeah, okay. Satoala and... Nuve. Switch. And... Funny Dragon Man. Let's make it happen. Wait, did I? Wait, did I? No, I screwed up. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Roller coaster induced CT. I assure you, well, I'd like to say that I'm normally smarter than this. Okay. I did not mean to put in Rithesli. I misclicked. At least they're both catalysts. Okay. Satloi and Nuve. I guess I switched out the wrong one. So this should be fine. There we go. Yep, keep him off field so we can get Sack Jade. Let's do this. No, oh, but no energy. Oh, this may suck. I don't know. Let's do this. And okay, cool. And thank you. Oh goodness, come on. Let's got Fab going, which is good for everyone. Fun for friends and family. Seal that. Rock that and cool. Thank you. And okay, good. We got the right one. There we are. There we are. And come on. What? Okay. Come on. And please. Oh, I thought she was gonna go for me. Maybe that's better. Come on. And yep, there we are. Phase 2. I forgot that skips. Don't trigger it. Stay still. Okay, well, alright. And get that freeze off for the buff. She's not that strong, and that's the big thing about games like this. When you can split aggro, you always split aggro. Cool. And there we go. Dark Side of the Bailment. Yeah, because I hadn't done that co-op yet. There you go. Enjoy your drops. Is there anything else that comes to mind? Because otherwise I'm probably going to have some spicy soba noodle miso soup. Brutal. Ah, you know, there's always next week. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to upload the oversized file size VOD. Okay, well, it's been fun. Thank you for popping in. Thanks for joining. Always great to chat with a fellow gamer.
Yep.
We will hopefully be seeing you around more. I hope you survive El Salvador. Adios. And yeah. Oh, let's click this. Yep, Dark Side of the Bale Moon. Defeat the Knave and Cop mode. Cool. Sonaragan.